So we did bottle number 1,
Yeah.
and now we're going to bottle number 2. And when you hear my friend's voice here, Greg Gutfeld from Fox News Channel's Redeye, I've talked about that show. I've been on that show a couple times. It's my favorite news program. It's subversive. It's crazy. It is the funniest program. I don't know if it's supposed to be, Greg. But
No, it's all by accident. The funny thing is, we tell you that you're on, but we never really tape it when he's on because we're just so embarrassed. So we tell him that we're actually filming an episode, and then we're all outside. And we laugh at him while he's on. It's pretty funny.
Fair. It's not fair. So, Ian, thanks for letting us have a party on your.
No, this is fantastic.
It's more fun this way, right?
More the merrier. That's what taste is all about.
Yeah. And this guy drinks, and so does Elena, his lovely wife, and my wife Sandra is here too.
Yeah, they got the whole group.
Crazy.
My 4-year-old boy is here.
You know what? Ian has wine for children. So he has. Some of it's good. Yeah. All right, what do we got for bottle number 2?
So we've got Catena Alta, which is this is not your mother's Malbec. This is big stuff from high up in the Andes Mountains, and I've got Chris Levine here to tell us all about it.
Yes, Catena Alta is an amazing wine. The Catena family are some of the pioneers in Argentina. This wine is specifically from an area called Mendoza, which is responsible for about 2/3 of the total production in Argentina.
My gardener's name is Mendoza. Do you think he could pick grapes like this?
I would imagine so.
He has very soft hands.
It's really high altitude. I mean, you're talking 2,200 feet on the east side of Mendoza, up to 5,000 feet. So you talked about stress on the vines before. This is really the height of where vines can grow. The average rainfall is about 8 inches. And it's an amazing wine. This is a blend from 3 different vineyards, all ranging from different elevations. And so I find this to be just outstanding. With that kind of elevation, you get what they call qualified hang time, which means the fruit is left on the vine longer, which allows for a greater flavor accumulation without high alcohol.
How can that be good?
Well, as far as alcohol in moderation, as opposed to high alcohol that'll kind of, allow you to drink more wine when it's lower in alcohol.
And but what if you're in a hurry?
Then you
Bigger
drink
sips.
faster.
Bigger sips.
Very good.
I noticed. So I was in Napa this weekend. I noticed a preference for low alcohol wines, and everyone was like, "Oh, this one has less alcohol." But when you're
it's a disturbing trend,
yeah,
Joe.
exactly.
Disturbing trend. Remember Old America? Remember Night Train, MD 2020? Bang for your buck.
True.
And
you can still spike it a little bit if you want.
When you said this is not your mother's Malbec, that's a bold statement. I would like you to tell me, what is your mother's Malbec? Let's call
some
out.
mothers are different than
Malbec
others.
is a grape that
let's call out a Malbec producer.
My mother's
that's
Malbec is pretty amazing, so I'm insulted by this whole conversation.
Well, I'll tell you, Malbec originally comes from France, specifically from the Bordeaux area, where it's used as a blending grape, and really it's a minor grape in Bordeaux. But in Argentina, Malbec has really made a name for itself. It's basically the signature grape of Argentina. Kind of when you think of New Zealand, you think of Sauvignon Blanc. When you think of Napa, you think of Cabernet. When you talk about Argentina, you need to talk about Malbec.
They took France's scraps, and they're making excellent wine out of it.
They basically took the best clones from France and planted them in the mid-1800s in Argentina, and they got lucky. They basically picked the right grape at the right location.
Chris, what is the cuisine? Because we're going to have a Gaucho Grill do food for us on Friday. And it's pretty much just steak, potatoes, and empanadas.
I mean, Malbec
right?
was made for meat. I
Yeah.
mean, the Argentines are known for some of the best beef in the world.
Sure.
All
Cannibalism.
grass-fed, basically.
Yes.
No, actually, all grass-fed. Really, really kind of a leaner style meat as opposed to our corn-fed beef that we normally get here, a little sweeter. Yeah. So
you got to climb all those hills.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's just made for meat. Also, Malbec tends to be a little bit lower in acidity, so it's a little softer, a little bit more supple to drink. It's not as bitter or harsh as sometimes you can get Cabernet that can be a little green in flavor.
Honey, did you get some of this? No,
I think she's
my
got
wife
skipped.
didn't get a get.
we can't possibly
because
allow
she will
this
tell
to
you because she
continue.
doesn't like the tannins that you might usually find in a Bordeaux varietal. But if those have been tamed and she likes it, so she's a good tester.
There's another characteristic of these high altitude wines, which is going to come to the surface. There's a lot of health benefits in drinking wine, and one of the things that people talk about now a lot is resveratrol in this extract that you're getting from thick-skinned red varietals, and it's exaggerated at the higher altitude. And so when you look at the graph that Chris brought to show, because it's great on radio.
You know what?
We'll put that on the website.
Yeah.
No, you people on our premium club members
go.
can now see this on the webcam.
Why are
right
the people
now.
naked in
There
this
you go.
graph? This is the strangest graph I've
we
ever
know how
seen.
to grab
They
attention.
drank a lot of Malbec.
But you could see that Malbec is way higher than other grape varieties from around the world, and they're still doing tests to show.
You just proved it on our radio show
Yeah.
Well,
right there.
I really think that
That reduces your risk of heart disease, correct?
That is the correct answer, sir.
Exactly.
I
Well
worked at
done.
Prevention Magazine, so I know this.
Really, the characteristic of Malbec, I would say the signature characteristic of Malbec is black fruits and violets. That really violet aroma that you get on the nose. So if you're ever going to describe Malbec, I would say violet would be an excellent descriptor.
Violet.
It's
Okay.
So floral.
And don't
do you
spill
think,
this
honey?
on your clothing.
You like it, honey?
Yes.
Okay, she likes it.
Thumbs
So
up.
that means you people that don't like the rough tannins, you can take this. We're gonna play a song while we open bottle number 3 here on Wino Wednesday. And Greg Gutfeld, I want you to see what I go through in the mornings and just check it out here. Like, if you were going to choose a song right now, we have some classic by the Beastie Boys. We have
I'll tell you what,
modern,
what you're not playing.
modern
You're not
indie
playing
rock.
Midnight Oil. There's no Midnight Oil in my presence. That bald jerk. We're never having. He's a total left wing pinko. You got to go with Paul Revere, Beastie Boys.
Now,